Hey, come on in, come on in. Welcome to Guna Pavilion. It's a Sunday before the Chelsea and the Arsenal game, and I'm just in my car. Um, and I wanted to talk about today's game. And first, before I do that, first of all, thank you for all the new subscribers. Really appreciate all of you. This is a new thing we're starting here in Guna Pavilion. So come on in. It doesn't matter how long you've been a Guna, you've been decades or just a new fan. You're welcome here. This is a place where we can talk, share, debate, have conversations, about Arsenal. And listen, right? The conversation about Arsenal is always topical. Everybody wants to talk about Arsenal. And, no one wants to talk about other teams, who may be in the exact same situation as Arsenal. And when I mean situation, I'm talking about, injuries, bad luck. And listen, none of these are excuses, right? And I don't want anyone to start thinking that this is excuse. These are reasons why things are not happening, and you cannot perform at your best. Unless you're Manchester City, and even they have started to struggle a little bit without their Avengers. KDB, Rodri, and all of that. Doku's been out, in and out of the game. Foden can't really play it all the time. So I think it's always very difficult, to get that right balance, get that right mix, and have the performance week in, week out. The good news is that it's only 10 days. Good news is that it's only 10 days. And I'm saying 10 days, 10 games. Right, just saying hello to my friend. Only 10 games in the season, so there's still 28 games to play, and it really starts from today, guys. It starts from today against Chelsea. This is going to be a tough game, a tough game because Chelsea are in the ascendancy. They're very high on confidence. They're playing at home. So I fully expect, Chelsea to really come out and try and impose themselves in this game. And I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal plays a little bit within themselves, which is kind of what happens when you lack a little bit of confidence. We've lost, two games on the bounce right now, and different circumstances. I think the last loss, there is a way to look at that game against Inter because Arsenal played well. We just didn't take our chances, and you got unlucky with a penalty. The Newcastle game, slightly a little bit different. Newcastle's always a difficult ground, but I thought Arsenal could have done a little bit better in that game, but we didn't, and we lost to the game 1-0. So we're not getting blown out by teams, but at the same time, we're not taking chances, which, brings that conversation about, do we need a striker? So I think we're starting that second quarter of the season right now. And you've heard me talk about this. I'm also an NFL fan, so check out my NFL channel, Across the Gridiron. And but in NFL there's four quarters in a game, and I kind of want to look at the Premiership as four quarters as well. So it's 38 games. You might as well call it 40, and each quarter is about 10 games, right? And then the last quarter is about 8 games. But you know what I'm saying. So we've done the first 10 games now, and now we're heading into that second quarter. And the second quarter in the NFL is always very important, right? Because it's the quarter before the half. And most teams, when the game starts, they make a decision. Do I want to receive the ball first, or do I want to receive the ball in the second half? And typically, sometimes when you receive the ball in the second half, it means that in the second quarter, you could even be down. But if you've got to touch the ball last in the second quarter and score points, and guess what? You get the ball back in the third quarter, the beginning of the next half, and you got another chance to score. So you almost have, two back-to-back possessions that allow you to score quick points, and you could go from either being down by a few points to being up by a few points. And for me, I think it's time for us to switch that. switch that script for Arsenal, and it starts with the game against Chelsea. Now, there's reports that Odegaard might start this game. I mean, he was on the bench against Inter, came on for a few minutes. I don't know if Mikel wants to be as brave, to put him in, considering that we're about to go into the international break. At the same time, though, I would love to see him because I think he will bring in some balance to the team. So, but all right, guys, I gotta wrap this up now. But I think we gotta be positive, for the Arsenal game. I did put in my prediction in another channel that I think it will be a draw. I still think so, but I would love Arsenal to surprise me and go for a win. But don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know how you guys are feeling before the game. I really appreciate all of you, and remember, come for the Arsenal and stay for the family. I'll see you in the next one.